6-minute summary of The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. The Great Gatsby, written by F. Scott Fitzgerald, is a novel that tells the story of the wealthy Jay Gatsby and his quest for love and acceptance in the elite society of Long Island during the 1920s. Gatsby, who is originally from North Dakota, has made a fortune through illegal means and uses his wealth to throw extravagant parties in hopes of winning back his former love, Daisy Buchanan. The novel begins with the narrator, Nick Carraway, moving to Long Island to become a bond salesman. He rents a small house next door to Gatsby's mansion and quickly becomes enamored with the mysterious and charismatic Gatsby. Gatsby invites Nick to one of his parties and introduces him to Daisy, who is now married to Tom Buchanan. Nick becomes friends with both Gatsby and Daisy and becomes privy to the details of their past relationship. Gatsby and Daisy were once in love, but Daisy married Tom while Gatsby was away fighting in World War I. Gatsby never forgot Daisy and spent the next 5 years amassing a fortune in hopes of winning her back. Gatsby believes that if he can show Daisy his wealth and lavish lifestyle, she will leave Tom and come back to him. As Nick becomes more involved in the lives of Gatsby and Daisy, he realizes that they are not the happy and carefree people they appear to be. Gatsby is consumed with his love for Daisy and becomes increasingly desperate to win her back. Daisy, on the other hand, is stuck in a loveless marriage and is drawn to Gatsby's passion and excitement. The novel reaches a climax when Gatsby, Daisy, Tom, Nick, and Jordan Baker, a friend of Daisy's, all go on a day trip to New York City. During the trip, Gatsby reveals his love for Daisy and the two begin an affair. Tom becomes suspicious of their relationship and confronts Gatsby, leading to a confrontation between the two men. In the aftermath of the confrontation, Gatsby's past is revealed. He is not the wealthy and successful man he appears to be, but rather a criminal who made his fortune through bootlegging and other illegal activities. Daisy is also revealed to be a shallow and selfish woman who is only interested in Gatsby for his wealth and status. The novel ends with Gatsby's tragic death. He is shot and killed by George Wilson, the husband of Myrtle, Tom's mistress, who mistakenly believes that Gatsby was responsible for Myrtle's death. Daisy, who was driving the car that killed Myrtle, is never held accountable for her actions. Nick, who is left to pick up the pieces, reflects on the emptiness and superficiality of the wealthy society he has become a part of. The Great Gatsby is a novel that explores the themes of love, wealth, and the American dream. Gatsby's quest for love and acceptance is a symbol for the larger theme of the American dream, which is the belief that anyone can achieve success and happiness through hard work and determination. However, the novel ultimately shows that the pursuit of wealth and status can lead to corruption and emptiness. The characters in the novel also reflect these themes. Gatsby, who is the embodiment of the American dream, is ultimately destroyed by his pursuit of love and wealth. Daisy, who represents the corrupting influence of wealth, is also destroyed by her selfishness and lack of empathy. Tom, who represents the old money elite, is portrayed as a cruel and selfish man who is ultimately held accountable for his actions. The novel also explores the theme of the lost generation, which refers to the disillusionment and aimlessness of the young men and women who came of age during World War I. Gatsby, who is a veteran of the war, is representative of this generation. He is a man who has lost his sense of purpose and is searching for something to believe in. The novel also explores the theme of the disillusionment of the American dream, as the characters who pursue it ultimately find it to be empty and unfulfilling. The setting of the novel, Long Island during the 1920s, is also significant. The novel takes place during the era of Prohibition and the rise of organized crime, which adds to the themes of wealth and corruption. The decadence and excess of the wealthy society is also reflected in the lavish parties and extravagant lifestyles of the characters. Fitzgerald also uses symbolism throughout the novel. The green light that Gatsby sees across the water, which represents his desire for Daisy, is a recurring symbol that represents the unattainable nature of the American dream. The Valley of Ashes, where the poor and working class live, is a symbol of the corruption and decay of the wealthy society. Overall, The Great Gatsby is a novel that explores the themes of love, wealth, and the American dream in a decadent and corrupt society. It is a commentary on the disillusionment of the American dream and the destructive nature of wealth and status. The novel is also a reflection of the disillusionment and aimlessness of the lost generation and the moral decay of the wealthy society.